All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Western New York. This is Canisius Lake. It's a gorgeous day here, so I wanted to bring the beauty to you all this morning. Let's go ahead and start standing. This is Friday Flow. My name is Ellen. We have a 50-minute practice today. We're going to practice some balance and get a little bit of heat throughout the body, and then we're going to end with some stretching. So we're going to find our mountain pose first, nice and tall. I want those feet right underneath your hips here. And go ahead and drop your shoulders down and back. Slightly start to open up your shoulders just so that those palms turn out and open as well. And then drop them down into your back pocket. You can bend the knees, keep them soft here just a little bit, and then slowly close your eyes. Just take a couple breaths here to start. Grounding your feet into the mat, spreading all 10 toes, pressing into every corner of your feet here. Then feeling a little bit of energy start to flow up through the body. Think of taking deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just as we start. On your next breath, take one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Feel the chest and belly rise on that inhale. Big deep breath, and then cleansing exhale. Let it all go. Any stress or tension from the work week, we are going to let it go here this Friday morning on the mat. Another deep breath in and deep breath out. And we'll do that one more time. Big deep breath in and exhale it out. Close your eyes, arms back down. Take a nice inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, let it go. Good, couple more times here. So getting a little bit taller in that mountain pose as you reach your arms, inhale, and exhale, take them down and away. Two more, big reach up, big reach down. Good, last one, inhale, interlace your fingers here at the top. Big stretch up and over to that right side. So pressing into your left foot. Finding a couple of breaths here. Big stretch as if someone is sort of pushing into your side, pushing those hips over. One more breath. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, over to that other side. Same thing. Trying to glue those arms to your ears. Pressing into your right foot this time. Gently pulling your navel in towards your spine. One more breath here. And then inhale back up. And then exhale, let's let it go. Start to roll those shoulders. If you're just joining us, welcome from the lake. If at any point you can't hear me or see me, just type in the chat box. I'll check the screen. Happy Friday, everybody. One more shoulder roll. Let's bring those feet a little bit wider. So just under those hips, big reach up, inhale. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, shake it out, and just let it go. And then do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Start to add a little bit of bounce. I'm going to start to get that heart rate up just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, shake it out, let it go. Maybe adding a little arch right there at the top, taking your gaze up. So you from the side, keep going with this motion. Inhale. Exhale, shake it out. We're going to do a couple more here. Like you're sweeping your arms towards the floor, letting it all go. Two more. Last one here, shake it out. Inhale takes us back up, and then exhale, just release those arms. So feeling that heart rate start to get a little bit higher. We're going to open up now from our hips and bring those feet a little bit wider. Let's extend our arms up. Nice deep breath. You're going to tuck those hips under here. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, drop down, lower into our squat, and pull our elbows in towards our rib cage. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, drop. So warming up those legs. Reach up, inhale. Exhale. Imagine doing a lat pull down here. So you're pulling those elbows in towards your rib cage, sliding them down and back. Exhale. Take a look down at your toes. You should be able to wiggle them here. And those knees going straight over. Let's do one more here. On this last one, we're going to hold it. Hold this. Nice low squat, hips towards knees. So tucking those hips, knees over those toes, elbows up. I want 90-degree angle here. Hold this right here. We're going to warm up the elbows or arms just a little bit. You're going to lift up, inhale, exhale, lower. Just a little bit of a pulse with those arms. So it's lift and lower, lift and lower. 3, 2, you're still in your squat. Okay, now this time we're going to bring the elbows into touch and exhale, pull back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you're going to bring it in and pull out. Think a doorway stretch. We're going to do 4 more here. Can you drop an inch lower? We're building that heat. We've got 3. Pull. 2, make sure there's no big arch in your back. Last one. And we're going to hold this here. Drop it in slower for 8, 7, 6. Hold those abs in. 4, 3, shoulders down, and 1. Take it up and release. Perfect. Let's come into a forward fold. So maybe you grab a block here or a pillow, but you're going to bring those feet nice and wide and try to reach for the floor. So just very gently start to fold forward, relaxing your head here, soft bend in those knees. Hold this here. So hamstrings are still waking up. So just want you to shift your weight from right to left, bending one knee at a time, pushing your hips back as we work into this stretch here. And then coming back to the center, hanging out here for a couple of breaths. Relaxing your head. Let's take one more breath here. So if you can't reach the floor, reach for a pillow or a block. And then very slowly, we're going to heel toe our feet together. We're going to bring them back under our hips. And we're going to slowly roll up to standing with our head coming up last. Nice and slow. And once we're at the top, we're going to go ahead and make our way towards the end of our mat so that we can sort of do the reverse of that and come to a walkout on our mat. So inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, let it go. Start by tucking the chin and then around the shoulders, starting to bend at your waist and then your hips. Your head is heavy. Then start to bend at the knees, getting even closer to the mat. Once your fingertips reach the mat, walk out to a plank. You're going to hold this plank for a couple of breaths. While you're here, think of lifting your knees up, pressing through your heels, and bracing your core. So squeeze the glutes just a little bit. Your gaze is right in front of your fingertips. Pull those abs in just a tiny bit. One more breath. Exhale, drive your hips back up. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Reverse the movement. Bending at those knees. Slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Once you come up to the top, take an inhale, reach those arms back up. We're going to do it again. Exhale, let it go. So tucking the chin, rounding through the shoulders, like you're folding your body in half here. Bending at the knees. Once those hands reach the mat, walk it out. Hold this plank. Nice and strong. So bracing through the center. All the energy and strength coming from there. Pressing through those heels. Can you get those legs a little straighter? Keep breathing, shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale. Drive your hips up, but this time stay right here and find your downward facing dog. So maybe bringing those feet a little wider. Pedaling out your heels one at a time. Hang out here for a couple breaths. I'm just going to check in. So downward facing dog, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Looking good. And feel free to move around a little bit in this down dog, shifting your weight. Perfect. There's everybody. Tell I'm not used to using my phone. And stay in your downward facing dog. We will actually shift our weight together. So on your next exhale, just simply drop your hips and move your heels to the left, to the right side. It's just a really subtle drop. You're just sort of moving your hips really. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, go to the left side. Heels drop, your hips drop, almost as if you're doing a rainbow twist plank. So you're just sort of dropping through those hips. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's do it one more time to the right. So it's just creating a bigger stretch through that side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left side. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, hold that down dog. Press down through both heels. Next inhale brings us to that plank. Exhale, we're going to lower the knees and chest for chaturanga. Elbows glued to your side. Inhale, lift up for baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Come on back, down dog. Hold that right there. So let's do that twice more to get that upper body nice and warm. So next inhale brings you back to your plank. Your gaze is right in front of those fingertips. Exhale, you're going to lower knees and chest. Chest falls right on top of your fingertips. Pull your elbows back, squeeze them in. Flatten your toes. Inhale, lift baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Down and back. Core nice and strong. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower. Maybe this time it's without lowering the knees. Inhale, lift baby cobra. Exhale, let's find child's pose. Knees wide, feet together. Sit back onto your heels. Hold this right here. Perfect. Looking good. Let's take one more breath in this child's pose. Okay, next inhale brings us up. Exhale, let's come back to down dog. We're going to work through our hips here. That's that downward facing dog. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. And as you inhale, we're going to lift that left leg off the floor, three-legged dog. Squeeze and lift. Exhale, bend that knee. Place that foot in between your hands at the top of the mat. Drop that back knee. Flatten your foot. Inhale up, exhale, hold, we're in low lunge. So just a quick stretch through those hips. Drop them here. Maybe it feels good to lift the chest and add a little arch of the back here to warm up that spine. Shoulders down. Big stretch through that right hip flexor. One more. And then inhale down. Exhale. You're going to shift your weight back. And you're going to point or flex your toes towards your nose here. So feel free to use blocks. Keep your back flat. You want to straighten that front leg. Drop through the hips. And then slowly come back to your lunge. You're going to re-tuck that back toe, hands on the floor. We're going to step it on back to that downward facing dog. So let's do that same thing on the other side. Inhale, right leg lift. Squeeze the glute. Exhale, bend that knee. Place your foot at the top of your mat. In between those hands, drop the back knee. Flatten that foot. Inhale up. Exhale, you're in low lunge. So same thing here. Just working through those hips. And then as we come back, stretching out those calves and hamstrings. So a couple more breaths. Trying to send the breeze over to you all. Feels so good. Drop an inch lower. Maybe take that arch, lift through the chest. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, drop your hips back. It all starts with the hips. You want to lift the chest here. and flex your toes towards your nose. We don't want to fold forward to reach our toes. Sit the hips back. Chest is lifted. You want a nice flat back here. Really bring those toes towards your nose. One more breath. Big stretch behind that leg. And then inhale, we come back to our lunge. Let's retuck our back toe, lift up, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale takes us forward to our plank. Exhale, knees and chest. We're going to get a lot of practice with that today. Inhale, lift, and exhale, back to down dog. Hold this here. Now we're breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to continue to work through those hips. We're going to come up to start our standing sequence in a similar way. So feet together. Inhale, your left leg lifts high. Three-legged dog. Now hold it right here. Exhale to bend the knee and drop your heel. Now open up your hip and rotate that knee up towards the ceiling. Just hold it here. Open the hip. Hold it for 4, 3. Lift that knee a little higher. 2 and 1. Bring your knee to your chest. Plant your foot. Oh my gosh, get off me, ants. Sorry. Plant your foot. You're going to take your back foot in just a little bit and drop it down for warrior 1. Arms lift up, inhale, and exhale, hold. Yes, there are bugs all over here, and I do not like them. Hold this here. Let's interlace our fingers, gluing our arms to our ears. So this is sort of a medium stance. We'll make it wider as we work through our warrior poses. So always adjust that stance once you're in it. One more breath here. Let's release the arms. Let's roll the shoulders. Inhale, we're going to lift through the chest. Interlace your fingers and your palms. Exhale, lower that chest down towards your thigh. So you're bending your front leg, back leg is straight. If those hands don't touch, you're still squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're dropping your head here. This is humble warrior. So just letting go of anything not serving you, not bringing any good positive vibes into your life. We let it go right here. Inhale, push into your back foot. Slowly lift yourself back up. And exhale. Let's get ready for triangle pose. Our first real twist here. So arms up, exhale, lower. You're going to reach towards your front foot. Your hips go back behind you in the opposite direction. And then exhale, let's take it down. We're going to sweep that right arm up and try to reach that hand to bring it right on top of our shoulder. So taking your gaze up, maybe hand on the hip for the first one. Hold this here. Couple of breaths. So it is a twist, but I also want you to lift up through your chest while you're doing that. We'll do one more breath. And then you're going to push into that back foot. Slowly pull yourself up. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's go ahead and take our hands to the floor. Inhale. So you can come to the floor or a pair of blocks. Okay, we're going to practice our balance, a little bit of a standing split here. You're just going to take that back leg up. It doesn't really matter how high it is. We're going to hold this for a couple of breaths. You could also grab onto your dresser or a post here. I'm going to reach for this chair, actually. Hold it for 2 more breaths. We're just warming up that standing leg. You should be feeling this on that standing leg. Lift 1 inch higher. And then exhale, take a big step back. We're going to find a high lunge. I know we're really working through that leg. High lunge. Drop those hips. Lift through the chest. Arms up. Let's take 1 more breath. We're going to add another twist here like we did last week. As you inhale, you're going to lower those hands to the floor. We're going to drop our knee back to the floor like we did earlier. Press your right hand into the floor. And then exhale, that left arm reaches and twists. So whichever leg is in front, you're going to reach over that same side with that same arm. Round 1, we do this with the knee on the floor. So really want you to make sure that you're keeping your hips low and your chest high for your twist. Maybe hand on the hip. 1 more breath. Again, feel free to use those blocks. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, let's tuck that back toe, lift the knee off the floor, and step back to our downward facing dog. Inhale takes us forward to our plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Maybe you're ready for the upward facing dog. And then exhale, come back to your down dog or child's pose. We're going to repeat that same sequence on the other side. If you are practicing the upward facing dog, just be mindful of your back. Brace your core all times for that. So bringing our feet together as we inhale. This time it's our right leg that lifts up. Exhale, bend that knee. And now rotate that hip, dropping your
Did she drop?
Yeah, I think we lost her. Hopefully she'll be back in a hot second. But I think we get a high lunge after this, I think.
We do.
Yeah.
High lunge.
The high lunge. There you
No,
go.
no, you know what it is? It's Warrior One, isn't it?
Oh, high lunge and warrior one. Correct. Good call, Bill.
Warrior One. All right. I don't have a clock, so I don't know how long to do it.
Clasp your hands at the top.
Yep. Interlaced hands.
Yeah.
Put your elbows on your ears if you can.
And then put your hands behind your back.
Oh yeah.
And
Humble
clasp.
warrior.
Yeah,
Yep.
humble warrior. Clasp your hands and then go into humble warrior.
Hold this for a while.
What did you say? If your hands don't touch, just squeeze your shoulders together, your shoulder blades. See, she taught us well.
We'll see. I don't remember what's next. Is it triangle?
Triangle.
Okay. We ready to get out of this?
You're gonna come up, yep, and then go into triangle, I believe.
Yep. We'll catch her up when she gets on.
Yep.
Just for a while.
I'm lost after that. Oh, then we do the standing split. Yeah. And then turn. This left leg up, standing split.
Oh yeah, balance.
Yeah, balance.
It's just for a while. This is like, if you're doing it hard,
Yeah.
it's like forever. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Come back to high lunge. And then do your chaturanga sequence.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. I'm so sorry.
We got
Regina,
to the other side.
Gina and Bill kept us going.
Oh, good job, everyone. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when I try to be fancy and use my phone. It says it completed.
All right, we'll catch up. So we're down. Everyone go to a low lunge. Right foot in front. You put your left hand down and raise your right arm and twist to the right.
All right, Bill.
And then Alan, you take it from there.
All right. That big twist. Okay. One more breath in that twist, lunge and twist. All right, go ahead and take that hand back down. We're gonna lift that knee off the floor. We're gonna step back to our downward facing dog. So inhale takes us forward to our plank. Exhale, we lower knees and chest. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift baby cobra. Exhale, down and back to your downward facing dog, or maybe that child's pose. And you're gonna hold this here for a couple of breaths. So we just did both of those sequences on each side. So we're gonna do that again and just add a little bit more to this sequence. Take one more breath in that down dog or child's pose. All right, bring those feet together. Inhale, that left leg lifts nice and high. Exhale, bend that knee, plant your foot in between your hands. Take a step in, drop the heel. Let's lift for warrior one. We're also going to move just a little bit faster here to add just a little extra challenge. So interlace those fingers, glue your arms to your ears. Hold right here. Good, nice strong warrior one. Pulling those abs in. And then release the arms, roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift. Interlace the fingers, exhale, lower for humble warrior. So this time thinking about maybe getting a little bit lower, maybe a little bit deeper into that pose. As we listen to the birds chirp. Drop that head. Inhale, push into that back foot. Exhale, lift. Arms come up. Let's get ready for that triangle pose and lower. Big reach towards your front foot. Inhale and exhale. So if that hand was on your hip here, maybe you're ready to extend and lift that arm up. Hand on top of that shoulder. Remember to lift your chest here. A little extra challenge. Take that bottom hand away from your leg and not press into it. Squeeze, lift, and hold. One more breath. Big twist. Push into that back foot. Inhale. And exhale. Let's find that standing split. Take the hands down. Lift that leg up. Hold this here. Maybe lift it a little bit higher than last time. Hold, hold, hold. One more breath. Let's go take a big step back into that high lunge. We're just prepping that leg for warrior three. So lift up nice and high into this high lunge. So we're going to add a couple layers here. Lift a little higher. Inhale. Exhale. Drop that heel. Open the hip for warrior two. We'll come back to that lunge and twist. But warrior two first. Pressing that weight into your back leg. Front leg is nice and bent. Back leg is straight. Drop the shoulders. Let's flip that palm. Inhale. Exhale. Take it back. Peaceful warrior. Take your gaze up. Hold this here. And then inhale, take it on back down to warrior two. Exhale, hold. Let's come back to that lunge. So take your heel off the floor. Bring those hips back to the front of the mat here. Inhale. As you exhale, here's warrior three. You're going to take your arms down by your side, airplane. Push off that back foot and lift up for your balance. So if you have that chair or dresser in front of you, you can use that. I want you to flex your foot this time. And keep that back leg as straight as you can. If you want to start to practice for standing half moon, we'll come back here at least one or two more times. You can practice that now by starting to stack those hips and open up through the chest. If not, you're right here in warrior three, hips facing the floor. Maybe arms go by your ears. 2 more breaths. Hold it. Squeeze the glutes, pull those abs in. One last breath. And then go ahead and let's drop into chair pose. So again, adding a couple layers. Drop into chair. Hips down, arms and chest lift. Hold this right here. We're going to give that standing leg a little bit of a break. Hold this right here. Bring your hands to prayer to inhale. Exhale, stand up. So now we're going to practice balancing on the other leg. So you're going to open up through that left hip. We're going to find tree pose. I'll face the front. So we're working on the other side now. Find your focus. When you're ready, lift the foot. Place it along your shin or along your thigh. So now we're working on that right side. Hold this here. Nice and strong. Tree pose. Shoulders down, chest lifted. We're going to hang out here for a couple breaths. Most important thing is just to find something to focus on and stay the whole time. Maybe we extend our arms and branches. Maybe you close your eyes for a moment. You fall out of it, get back into it. We're going to try one more breath here. Bring your hands to prayer for a mat there. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and shake it out. All right, we're going to come back into our chair just for a moment. Drop right here. And let's go ahead and take our hands down. You're going to step back with that right leg. We're going to come into our reach and twist. So last time we did this with our knee on the floor. Try to keep your knee off the floor. Pressing that right hand into the floor and exhale, reach and twist with that left. So you keep your hips low. Whichever leg is in front, that's the way you're going to twist and extend through that arm. Now that option of dropping back to your knee. Hold it here, 2 more breaths. I want hips low, chest up, 1 more breath. And then inhale, take those hand down, exhale, step on back. Downward facing dog, awesome job. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift, baby cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale down and back to your down dog or child pose. Great job. We added a bunch of layers there. So we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. So grab those blocks if you're using them. Let's do 2 more breaths. Exit out of there so don't hear that noise. All right, bring your feet together. We're still in that down dog. Inhale. It's our right leg that lifts up this time. Exhale, bend that knee. Place your foot in between your hands. Take a step in, find warrior 1. So hopefully that transition is also getting a little bit easier. Now we're stretching out through the body. You're getting a little bit more movement. Pull those abs in, nice strong core. Lower the arms, roll the shoulders, inhale, lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades, interlace your fingers, exhale, lower, humble warrior. Take the arms up and back. Maybe getting a little bit lower than last time. We're gonna hold this for just a couple breaths. Looking good, everybody. Perfect. Let's take 1 more breath, dropping through that head. Push into your back foot. Inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Triangle pose, inhale up, both legs straight. Lower the arms, reach towards your front foot. And then take it on up as you exhale, stacking that left hand right on top of your shoulder. This time taking that bottom hand away from your leg. Feeling the core work a little bit harder. Brace and hold. Lift your chest, push your hips back. And big twist. 1 more breath here. Push into that back foot. Inhale and exhale. Let's come to that standing split. So take those hands down, lift that leg up. Little bit higher, squeeze and lift. Maybe you practice a little bit of that half moon by starting to stack those hips. 1 more breath, inhale, exhale, take it back to that high lunge, hips facing forward, arms up. Back leg nice and straight. We're gonna add warrior 2 and peaceful warrior, so a little higher on that inhale. Exhale, open the hips, drop the heel, warrior 2. Make sure you're nice and low, hips low, chest up, core strong. Flip that palm, inhale, exhale, take it back. Peaceful warrior, take your gaze up. And then inhale, come on back. Exhale, let's reset towards the front of the mat. Hips forward, inhale. Exhale, lower the chest, arms come back, airplane. Now lift your back foot off the floor. And let's find that warrior 3. Back leg straight, flexing through that foot. You want a little more, stack the hips and find your standing half moon. Hold it right there. So it's like a side plank, okay? Keep your gaze down. 1 hand is down, 1 is up. Once you have accepted that, you can start to move your head and take your gaze up into your hand, and that makes it more challenging. So 2 more breaths, whatever you're practicing here. Squeeze those glutes, 1 more breath. Beautiful. Get to reset a big stretch. And then exhale, let's come to chair pose. Let the legs relax for just a moment. Drop the hips, lift the arms. We'll come into tree pose on that other leg in just a moment. Make sure here you can wiggle your toes. Exhale, drop an inch lower. Tuck those hips, 1 more breath. All right, bring your hands to earth. Inhale and exhale. Let's open up. Tree pose, working that other side. So open that right hip, find your focus, and when you're ready, lift that foot and hold tree pose. Hopefully you can hear the water behind me. So calm and peaceful. Take a couple breaths, maybe extending those branches, arms up. Maybe they're moving a little bit in the wind. Close your eyes maybe here for a moment. One more breath. Inhale, hands come back in. Exhale, lower that foot, shake it out. We got to come back to our lunge, reach and twist. So big step back with that left leg. Take your hands down. We're going to keep our hips low while we reach and twist now to the other side. Our option is to drop that back knee once again. Hold this here. Just want to check it out. Hips low, chest up. As you reach and twist and you're gazing towards that hand. Good. Yep. Nice, Regina. Nice, Bill. Looking good. Beautiful, Mindy. Arm extended. Let's take one more breath here. Big, big twist. And then inhale, take that hand back down. Exhale, step it back to down dog. Awesome job. Down dog or child's pose. One more breath. And then inhale, switch things up. You're going to bend the knees. Exhale, you're going to walk, hop, or jump. Come to the top of your mat for our first time. We're in forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, let's reverse your swan dive. Arms come out to the side. Push your heels into the floor. Bring your palms all the way up, maybe a little back bend, and exhale, lower down to heart center. How are we doing? We're good? Thumbs up? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Inhale, big reach up, and exhale, swan dive forward. All the way down. If you can't hear me, just let me know. Let's lift up halfway, nice flat back, lift. And lower. So we're coming into the sequence a little bit differently. Step that right foot back. Warrior one. Reach. Interlace those fingers. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. We're going to add an extra layer, extra movement here. As you exhale, pull your hips back, but lower your arms and your chest. You can have a small bend in that front knee. Arms by your ears, or maybe arms by your hips feels better. Hold this nice flat back. Big, big stretch. Pulling those hips back. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to drop that left arm and right arm stacks up for your triangle pose. So we're going right into triangle pose from there. Big stretch. Lift that bottom hand away from your leg. Hold this here. Maybe you wrap that top arm around and reach for your hip to add a little more stretch through the shoulder. Take one more breath here. Push into your back foot, inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna do humble warrior one more time. So face the front, bend your front leg, interlace those fingers, lift up, inhale, and exhale. Pull those arms back. Last time, drop the head, reach those arms up. Push into your back foot. One last breath here. Inhale, slowly come back up, and exhale, let's release. Let's take your hands down, find that standing split. One last time, lift that leg up as high as you can. Point that toe. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, big step back to high lunge. Arms up, inhale, exhale, hold. Nice high lunge. One more breath. Next inhale takes us up. And exhale, we drop and find warrior two. So open from that hip. The knee and ankle turn out. Nice and low in that warrior two. Flip that palm, inhale, exhale, take it back, peaceful warrior. Push into your front leg. Take a bigger stretch. Back. And then inhale, come on back. Exhale. Let's try to practice our standing half moon. You're going to take that elbow onto your top thigh. Sweep that back arm up and around as you inhale and exhale. Let's find extended side angle for just a couple breaths. From here, we will push right into our standing half moon. So hold this pose. I'm going to show you. We're going to push off that back foot. And you're going to reach that arm from the floor, and it takes you right into standing half moon. We're already open. Okay, let's try it. Inhale, push off your back foot, and then exhale. Keep your hips open and stacked. Lift up for standing half moon. Your top arm comes right on top. just like in triangle pose, so that hand comes right on top of your shoulder. Now, if you're not feeling this, adjust and find a regular warrior 3. Okay, let's try 2 more breaths. Squeeze those glutes, gaze is down, pull those abs in. 1 more breath, and we drop to chair pose. Woo, drop, lift the arms and hold. Awesome work. Hold this here. Bring your palms together, inhale and exhale. Let's find that tree pose on the other side. So open that left hip. Let's go right into it. Lift that leg and hold. Extend those arms. Maybe close your eyes here, move those arms. Maybe you want to try something a little bit harder. Bring your knee into your chest. Plant that foot into your hand. Extend your legs straight out. Do that. But if you want to try something a little bit harder, a little extra hamstring stretch, you can try this hold right here. So wherever you're at, 2 more breaths. Hold it, 1 more breath. We're going to switch things up just a little bit here. On your next inhale, take that foot away from your leg. Exhale, come to lunge. But we're lunging with the other side, the other leg. Hold this here, hands stay in prayer. You're in a high lunge. You're gonna lean forward slightly. Add a twist over that front leg. Maybe elbow comes to that knee. Maybe it doesn't. Hold it right here. So we're doing a twist in that other direction. Keep those hips low. Maybe then you extend and open those arms. This is our last time. Big deep breath. Bring the hands back to prayer. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands come down, step back. Woo, good job. So of course we'll do the other side when we come back for our second round. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower. Maybe you're just coming to child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. We got to keep our energy up for 1 more round on the other side. You are doing so great. 1 more time and then we stretch. So inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, walk halfway down, forward fold. Let it go. Reverse that swan dive. Inhale up. Let's go right into it. Exhale, let it go. All the way down. Inhale halfway, flat back, lift up. And exhale. It's that left leg. Medium step back. Warrior lunge. Reach and hold. So we're going to switch things up here a little bit. We'll do our forward fold, our flat back, then triangle, then humble warrior. Straighten that front leg, inhale, exhale, lower. So pull your hips back. You're in a flat back, no rounding of the spine. Maybe the arms are by your hips instead, but hold this here as flat as my back right here. Hold it. Big stretch and reach, and then drop that right arm, lift that left, and open up for triangle pose. Open this right up. Take that bottom hand away from your leg. Maybe you find a bind and wrap that hand around your back, reaching for that hip to encourage your shoulder to open a little bit more. 1 more breath. Pushing to your back foot. Inhale, exhale, bend your front leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, exhale, humble warrior, let it go. Arms reach up and back as high as you can this last time. Drop your head. Push into your foot. Inhale. Lift up, exhale, standing split. 1 more time. Hands to the floor or to your dresser. Maybe starting to even open the hips here for that standing half moon. And then exhale, high lunge. Arms up, inhale, exhale, hold. Lift a little higher, find your warrior 2. Drop the hips lower. Nice and strong. Shoulders down. Put that palm, inhale, exhale, take it back, peaceful warrior. Press into the floor, straighten your front leg. Find an inch more. Stretch. Inhale, come on back. Exhale. Let's take our hips facing in front of the mat once more. And then, oh, no, just kidding. We're going to do our side angle. So we're going to go right into our standing half moon. Come back to your warrior 2. Inhale, lower that front arm. Just a little bit of weight on that leg. Exhale, sweep that other arm up, find extended side angle. Hold that there. Watch my screen. We go right from here to here. Okay, so just pushing off that back foot. So hold your extended side angle. Let's go ahead and get ready for standing half moon. Push off your back foot. Straighten out your front leg. Lower that right arm and then pull that left arm back just a little bit. Hold your standing half moon. Practice by holding on to something, stacking those hips, pointing that toe. Lift, lift, lift. Hold it for a couple breaths. This isn't working for you this morning. In your practice, you're back to that warrior 3. 2 more breaths. Looking good. 1 more breath. Big stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Drop to chair. We are almost done. Chair pose. Arms up, hips down. Remember, it's going to be that lunge on the other side. So first, bring your hands to prayer and exhale, lift up. Tree pose 1 more time on the other side. Open that right hip. Lift the foot and hold. Tree pose. Maybe you take the hands underneath your feet. You interlace them, chest is up. And then you extend that leg straight out. A little extra hamstring stretch. Maybe extend those arms or close your eyes. Pull those abs in, shoulders down, chest up. 1 more breath. And then you're going to release that leg. Take a huge step back with that same leg into a lunge. Hold it here. Same leg. Now you're going to twist over that front leg. Maybe anchor that elbow in. Big twist. Maybe drop that back knee. Hips down, chest up. Then maybe you extend and open those arms. 1 leg, last big twist here. Push, push, push. And then release. Inhale, arms up. Awesome job, everyone. Exhale, hands down. Take it on back. Last time through this floor sequence. Inhale and exhale, taking your time. Big reach. When you are done, find your child's pose and take a couple of breaths here. In and out, shifting your weight from side to side. Awesome job. Now that was a tough one. Take a few more breaths. That's a couple more minutes. Inhale, walk those hands over to that right diagonal as far as you can. Exhale, hold and stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, walk those hands up. Woo, shoulder roll over top. Awesome work. Come to seated position. Extend your legs in front of you. Shake it out. Great job, everybody. Circle those ankles. Wiggle your toes. Let's do a forward fold stretch for those hamstrings. So inhale, we're nice and tall here. Exhale, forward fold. Leading with the chest, maybe knees bend a little bit. Imagine your hips being pulled back as you're pushing your chest towards your feet. Big, big stretch here. Let's hold it for a couple more breaths before we make our way down onto our back. Shoulders down, leading with that chest. 1 more breath here. Ooh, and slowly come on up. And then we're going to gently lower down onto our back here. Once you come down onto your back, find windshield wiper movement with your legs. So feet are bent, knees are up, all the way down. And just windshield wiper those legs, dropping them from side to side here. Maybe arms come overhead to relax if that feels good. Get a little extra stretch for your shoulders. And then go ahead and bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Once again, circle your ankles and gently rock side to side here. So taking a couple breaths, letting that heart rate come down. When you're ready, drop the knees over to the right side all the way. And then open up through that left arm. Look over that shoulder for a spinal twist. Big stretch here. Inhale takes us back to center. Exhale, we drop to the left. Now open up through that right arm. Over that shoulder. Fix and hold. Slowly come back to the center. Inhale, exhale, lower those feet. Let's lift up into a bridge, stretching out through those hip flexors. One last time. So just lift those hips up. Hold right here for just a couple of breaths. One more breath, lift the hips. Inhale, slowly lower back down. And then exhale, find your Shavasana for just our final moments of class. So any relaxing pose here will work. Find that traditional corpse pose. Arms by your side, legs straight out, close your eyes. Child's pose feels better. Listen to the water and the birds. Just take a couple moments here to decompress. Slowly start to bring awareness back into your body by starting to shift your arms and legs a little bit. Your head from side to side. Gently start to draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself one last hug. Rolling over to one side. Gently press yourself up and come to any comfortable seated position. Up at the top, you'll twist right and left, maybe a couple shoulder rolls, stretch for the wrists. See cat-cow, feels good on the back. And then all together, we'll take a nice inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, let it go. And then one more time. Inhale, arms up, palms come together. Exhale, lower down. Thanking yourselves for making the time to do something good for your body. Sharing that gratitude, that appreciation for our bodies, and for the movement that we can do with one another. Open our eyes, and we will end our practice today by saying namaste to one another. Namaste, everybody. Thank you, Bill and Regina, for taking over with those technical difficulties. Thanks for staying on. If you're still here, so sorry about that, but hopefully.
We just said you taught us well. That's why we were able to pick up where you left off.
There you go. Good job, everyone. Enjoy. Here's more view here. So
Nice.
beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Wow.
beautiful.
It is, and it's I mean, I guess it's hot in the sun, and that's why my phone overheated, but it's really barely 70 degrees. It's so nice here today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Yep.
Are you teaching Monday or you still be up there?
No, I am not. You're gonna have Erica.